Hey guys, welcome back to our first session of it's our first podcast session, right? So it's the first episode, but it's our Sonax first episode. So in this one here, you'll actually see myself and Matsepo in it. Later on, Chris will join us. In the other episodes, he'll join us, Tibani will join us, Lebo will join us, and so on like that. So I've introduced Matsepo before as our head, not head technician, our technician of detailing technician, right? And Matsepo handles basically everything in the detail center. So Matseps, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
She's stage fright. That's why I'm laughing here. So Matsepo, so what we're gonna do, right, is I wanna okay, let's first get through this here, right? Our main aim of these episodes is to basically showcase the Sonax products that's currently available, not in South Africa only, it's currently available in Johannesburg, and we're able to courier out nationwide. So I think out of the 500 odd products that's available through Sonax, we've got
163, yes.
available in South Africa, right? And we are going to be growing it within the near future and trying to keep the full catalog. So from your general cleaners, that's your DIY cleaners that everybody can use basically,
yes.
to your profile line, your detailers package,
yes.
we keep in stock. So in today's episode, I don't think we should do profile line, right? Let's keep it to the
DIYs.
And this is what you can use at home. So it's basically to say, listen here, this is a product available, and we're going to go one step further to say, this is how we actually use the product.
Yes.
Because a lot of the times we see, you always see like a product on a shelf, right? And you'll see, for example, leather care. Okay, so you purchase a leather cream or a leather treatment or something of the sort, and you buy the bottle, you take the bottle home, and you buy your sponge or whatever you need with it. And you go, and then the first thing is read the directions of it. And the first time you're not going to get it right, and then you're going to get the second time, and even by the third time, when you finally think you got it right, then it's actually maybe not the way it's supposed to be used.
Supposed to be done.
So what we want to do is now we want to say, listen guys, these are the products available currently, and this is the physical direction use of them. This is the correct way of using
them.
You understand? So in that sense, you save on the product as well, and you also educate yourself on how to look after your car, how to look after your products. You know what I'm saying? We just want to educate people on the Sonax brand and on the products and what's available, because you'll actually be surprised of how many products are available. I got a shock the other day. What was I busy with? Was it the degreaser?
The degreaser, okay.
So I'll give you an example. I've got in my solution thing. So in the restoration videos, I've got my fish and chips fryers. You're gonna laugh at me again, but I use those fryers just for heat. And I think it's a 5 liter tank. And before I would use a 5 liter raw degreaser, and I would clean with that. Whereas now with the Sonax product, I'm only using 10% of that. So I'm only using 500 milliliters for the 5 liters.
Yes.
So, and it works just as effective as
the raw one,
the raw engine cleaner, but it's not as harsh. Meaning, there's some items that I can clean and it doesn't remove the color and the coloring
yes,
on it. So even on your plastic items where you've got black on there, it doesn't go white.
It doesn't go white, yes.
You understand? So it's things like that. And we want to show you guys how to use this. So we're going to be doing a lot of episodes. If we've got 163 products, and in theory, it's almost 163 episodes, and it'll grow from there. So, okay, Matseps, in today's episode, what do you want to do?
For today's episode, we're gonna just showcase a little bit of interior cleaner.
Interior cleaners.
Yes.
Okay.
On how to do it, but we're gonna do it on the plastics.
So, is it only plastics, or is it a
interior cleaner? You can use it on leather, but I prefer leather to be used with leather products. So it's much better that way.
Okay, so so when you're saying plastic, so obviously we're not going to go into the seats, right? It's going to be on the dashboard or in the center console.
Or the center console, yes, or the door panels. Interior cleaner can also use it on your fabrics, on your leather, or on your seats.
Is it?
Yes, or your carpet or your roof.
So it's a I'm not going to say general, cleaner. It's a general interior cleaner.
Yes, you can call it that. Yes.
And is there any harm to these products? I mean, are they strong? Are they
No, nothing.
nothing?
Yeah, you can perfectly use it even at home. You can use it to clean your couches.
Okay.
Yes, and the smell of it is so nice.
Yeah, I smelled it the other day. Okay, so I see you got 3 bottles there. Right?
Yes. So this is our interior cleaner.
Okay.
This is what we'll be using to clean our interior with it.
Okay.
So it depends if you're gonna do the plastic or the carpet or the seat.
Okay, so it basically gently removes stubborn dirt with a fresh fragrance.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then the next, I see you got 2 others.
And then this one is our trim protectant. This one specifically only for plastics.
Only plastic.
Only plastics.
So then my understanding is that now you're gonna spray this here on.
You don't spray it directly on the surface.
Okay.
You spray it on your sponge or on your soft brush.
Okay.
Where you're gonna clean. And then you rub it on and then you wipe it with a dry cloth.
That's it.
Because you don't use water.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. And then with electronics?
With electronics, because if you are spraying on your sponge,
Not into the switch.
Not into the yes. So it won't evaporate into the switch or any electronics or anything like that.
Okay, no, that's cool then at least. So basically, our first step is gonna be the cleaner.
The cleaner.
So spray onto our brush or onto our cloth. Then we're gonna go onto the area that is for to clean that up.
Yes.
And then.
And after that, you protect with that.
So after dry wipe.
Yes, after dry wipe.
Then you
you take a clean sponge.
Yeah.
Well, I call it my applicator.
Okay.
So you spray it on your sponge applicator, and then you
moisturize it.
Moisturize, yes.
Okay, so this is a trim
protectant, yes.
Trim protectant.
Yes, and it's matte, so it won't leave your surface shiny. Because most of the people who don't like shiny things.
Okay.
So we use this one. It keeps your interior matte.
Okay.
Yes.
So it doesn't look artificial. It doesn't look like almost like a silicone fish.
Yes, no, it doesn't have silicone.
The car washes I used to go to would use a silicone, and yes, it looks nice now, but it
nice.
leaves that layer
of shininess,
and it attracts a lot of dust, and it's just it's nasty.
So with this one, then you won't attract dust in your car. It will stay matte.
And how long does something like this last in the car?
When you apply it.
Yeah.
It takes long. It can take a week or 2 weeks without even washing or wiping your car inside.
Is it?
Because it stays matte, so it won't attract dust. Okay. Because if it shines, it says silicone, it will attract too much dust. So you must keep on wiping and then reapplying again.
Okay, so basically a week to 2 weeks.
Yes. Obviously, but if it can get dust, you can just wipe with a dry cloth, but the matteness will still be there. Okay. You won't have to clean it again.
Okay, so this is number 2, right?
Yes.
Then we've got, I see there's another bottle there.
This one is our plastic restorer.
Okay.
If your plastic are worn out, sometimes if you wash it with harsh products, it worns out. Yeah. It becomes grayish, like whitish. The colors like fade away.
Yeah.
So we apply that one to restore the blackness back to your plastics.
So they faded. You normally get your sun fade.
Yes.
You get your sun fade. Obviously not stains, right?
Yes.
That's something else. Tears is something else.
Yes.
But your fade, especially on the older car, maybe look at the E30 for example. Yes. Right, it's 35 years old, and you'll see that your panels are dull. So this here should be this is good to basically bring the black out.
The black out, yes.
Okay, now see it's got a sponge.
It's got a sponge, so it doesn't. You see, it's not harsh on the surface as well. Yeah. So it's smooth when you're applying it. After applying, you just gently wipe it so it doesn't leave the shininess. So it just matte.
So this will give a matte finish as well.
Yes.
Okay, then I see obviously there's like some sort of nipple on top.
Yes.
So you're gonna basically, I think you're gonna press down once.
You press out once, it comes to the sponge, and then you just reapply because now the product will be filled on your sponge.
Okay.
You don't have to keep on pressing out.
So bottom line is you don't have to use as much as yeah. You just one dab, and then apply it until it basically runs dry, and then reapply it.
Then you reapply
as you're going through the surface.
Yes.
Okay, and then any specific brushes or sponges that you or is there anything? I see you like to move around with us.
This is my favorite. This is my best tool.
You're gonna make me coffee now, okay, bro?
This is my best, my best tool. Like I can never do my fabrics without this, leather without this.
And it's soft, huh?
It's soft, very soft.
Yeah, I feel.
You don't even damage your leathers.
Okay, but now for guys that's actually wanting to buy a kit, we'll make sure that there's brushes supplied.
Yeah, we do have these brushes in stock.
Okay.
We do sell them.
But you know how it is with detailers. You want this nice detailing. brushes. So even though they look nice in the videos, sometimes they don't always.
If they wanna go too deeper into those smaller particles in the car,
Oh,
you
yes,
have
so
this. I call it earbud. But Lebu doesn't want me to call it earbud. He say he call it vent pad. But
Vent
for
pads.
me, it's earbud.
Okay, so you're right. It's not earbud.
Yes, it's
a
vent pad
Okay, but this is something nice and tricky. So this is nice for your vents, right?
for your vents. Yes,
Your vents and your corner grooves. And I think I know of a couple of grooves already.
Yes.
So even on the older cars, you remember we had your climate control panel. So you remember the old cars, they still slide up and down. And this is nice to get into that.
Nicely deep inside there.
Right, and then so if you're using the vent pad, we're gonna use
still spray there on your vent.
but we're gonna use this guy still,
Yes.
right? And then how do we get no, but we're not gonna really worry about getting this guy into those grooves. But if you really want to, you can actually get another vent pad. A dry one, so you'll need two vent pads.
Yes.
So one for your cleaner and one for the protectant.
Yes.
Okay, so I think shall we show our viewers? Maybe let's do a demonstration for them.
Okay, no problem.
So why I'm looking back all the time is I see the E30 standing at the back.
Yeah, we're gonna do a demonstration on that one.
That's why, and I know that dashboard is dirty.
Very.
Because she just came out of paint, so we've been polishing. So you guys know when you guys go through to a paint shop, there's not oversprays, but there's dirt on it, there's dust on it. So I think that's a perfect example.
Perfect example to work on, to showcase the products on.
I think let's go for it. Let's start.
Okay.
And then guys, another thing is quickly, let me know before, normally I say this at the end of the videos, but let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys do know of a product, drop a comment for us and let me know what the next product is that you guys would like us to do a demonstration of. And I'll leave links in the description of the Sonax website. I'll leave links in the description for pickup points and so on like that. But again, just most importantly, just communicate with us and let us know what you guys want to see out of it, right? Okay. Let's get going. So let's do the center console because that's a clean example of a faded center console that is, we all know it's about 30-35 years old, right? But this guy has been standing for a while also. There is dust on it, there is dirt on it, and it looks dull. Okay, so Matsams, you take over here and you run me through it.
All right. So we're just gonna do half of this center.
Okay.
Gonna clean half and leave half for the before and after, so you can see what we have done.
Okay.
So as we can see, some of the parts are faded. We're gonna have to restore it with our Black Restorer.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So we're gonna start with now.
So first we're gonna clean it.
Okay.
Then after cleaning, then we're gonna protect.
Okay,
but then if it's faded, before we protect, we're gonna have to restore before protection.
Oh, so the restore must come before protection.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
clean. If it's faded, you restore and then protect.
Okay, so first step is we're going to use the cleaner, the general cleaner.
The general cleaner, yes.
And we're going to spray it onto the brush basically.
Yes.
And then just go through it, right?
Because you see here, there's those where there's power points.
Yeah.
You see?
The window buttons there, so the easy electronics there.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go for it. So this is why Matsepo likes using the flat brush.
You see why I like my black brush?
Matsepo, maybe let's show the viewers quickly, right? The difference in using the two brushes.
The two brushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe spray on the black brush and show them how it actually foams up and how it gets into the areas compared to the.
Compared to this one. Okay. Now on this one, you're gonna see that nice foam.
Okay, then you actually know you're getting into it.
Yes, you see.
Look at the difference there.
You see the difference. You see why I love my brush.
So you actually get into.
Yes.
Yes, I was saying that you get your soft bristles and your harder bristles, but with the harder bristles, also remember that there's chances of scratching and damaging, depends on the surface that you're working on also.
And you see here we have that little bit of leather.
Yeah.
So interior cleaner is very good cleaning there because it's not harsh chemical.
Okay, yeah.
So we can also clean here with that. You don't even damage this leather that you see here. As you can see, I'm not like rubbing it too much. I'm just being gentle. Yes. And I take my dry cloth.
Okay. So this is basically just wiping off.
Just wiping it off. You see.
So you can actually see a huge difference there already.
Yes.
And it leaves you with a nice matte finish. So it's firstly clean, you can see. And the fragrance is also nicer.
That's what I like about interior cleaner. The fragrance is also nice. And you see, it doesn't even remove the particles of the car.
And I noticed that you don't have to wear gloves or anything.
No, not on this one.
Okay.
Because it's not a harsh chemical. Unless if I'm using harsh chemicals, then I have to wear my gloves. So hence this one is DIY. So it's easy. You can use it without even gloves. So it's not harsh on your hands. It's not harsh on the surface.
Okay, wait. I got something for you as well. We're talking about your earbud. I'm actually going to give you one of the dirty ones, right?
Okay.
Can you show off yours quickly?
Okay, this
How
one.
you would apply.
Okay.
Cleaner onto it.
Okay, where will I go with this one? Okay, let me see here. Okay, let's go in there.
So we're going to get into the cigarette.
Yeah. Because here my brush won't enter. Ne?
Sure.
So I'll just use this one. You see, like here on these corners. See in there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You see?
And
because they're probably
also it's not too small.
Yes. So my brush won't fit in there. So I won't be able to get the dirt out. So my earbud will do the work for me. You see, like here.
That's a nice clean.
You see. Then you can just take a brush and then take the dirt that is there by the corners.
Okay. But then obviously in the detail center here, we've got airlines, we've got the steamer.
Yes.
So we do it a little bit differently. We're gonna do this here basically as DIY as possible.
DIY is possible because some viewers won't have the steamer
Exactly.
to steam there, so we must go DIY as possible.
So remember, guys, we're showing you basically how to use the product and not standing with my crispy mind. How to use the product and not basically how we do it here, right? So it's how we apply it here, but we've got different machinery, we've got different applications to use it. But for home use, this is actually the best way possible.
The best way possible.
Okay,
so you see what I meant when I say it's worn out. Look here, see the color here, it's faded. After you clean, you can see that the color is faded.
Yeah.
That's where our black restorer comes.
So after our cleaner, we're coming with the restorer, and then we're going to come with the protectant after that.
After that.
Okay, cool. So just remind me now quickly. So here's the restorer. No, here's the plastic restorer.
Yes.
This is what you need now.
This is what we need now.
Okay.
There's my white cloth.
Yeah, see.
This side, in my trolley. In the trolley.
Where? Oh,
This is my black trolley. Just open the left side as well. That red, yeah, in there. Just one cloth there.
Okay, cool. So I see this is actually a Sonax
Polishing cloth.
So this is a Sonax polishing cloth. Okay, this is available.
This is also available as well. So what's bad about this one? Instead of using this one, because now the black is gonna remain on your cloth.
I understand what you're
So
saying.
it's better to use this one because you can throw it away after using it.
So these are the Sonax disposable cloths.
Yes.
Okay. So this is actually quite nice.
So I'm gonna do like this, press it down.
Okay.
You see, and then I apply it here. I want to apply the whole thing so you can see the difference. I'm just gonna apply here where it's worn out.
So we can actually do on top there. I would like to do the center console and see how that comes out.
Yeah.
And this here, once you wipe it off, this here doesn't leave any stains behind you.
Yes.
And how long does this here last, basically?
Depends on how many times you wash it, but plus minus 6 years you can last. 6 months.
6 months.
Yes, 6 months.
Oh, that's long.
And then I just wipe it off. I'm just removing the excess.
Okay.
Not the whole product. You see, it's not out.
Now,
Yes, there's only the excess that I removed.
okay. So then now you just basically leave it to dry.
Leave it to dry a little bit, and then we're gonna protect it later.
Okay, Mateo, do me a favor. Can you do the center console? Do the half for me, right? So we can clearly see the difference between the left and the right hand side.
Okay.
And then over the switches, will you use that as well, or what?
Now I'm just gonna go around because this one is fine. Only this one that is kind of faded.
So basically, if you got any directions on the switches, you don't, or any white parts on the switches, you don't want to go through that.
No.
Okay.
Because it's gonna go black, and now we won't see what switch was that.
Sure. And then over the leather, we don't have to go fully over the leather, but it's fine if it touches on the leather.
You can touch the leather, but we're gonna wipe it off, so it doesn't stay there.
Okay. So preferably, what we would do in a general scenario is that we would lift the gear lever pouch up, and then clean around there, and then basically put down.
Put it down, yes.
So again, just repeating what I said just now, is that we're doing this here more for DIY use, because you're not going to have a chance to remove your gear lever, or some guys would be able to do it, some guys won't be able
to do it, yes. You see now here I'm completely removing it from the leather.
So while it's wet.
While it's wet. You see this side is almost dry.
Out.
You see.
So that's still a bit wet, that's why you've got that gloss finish. Okay, so then you've got to wait for it to completely dry basically before
you can apply your protectant.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's a while. We're waiting for it to dry quickly. I'm going to put your cloths back. So I see Matsepa's actually got a full trolley here of goodies. So basically this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the products we use for now. It's not even everything.
It's not even half of them.
So yeah, it's far from half. So this is what we're going to be going through, guys. We're going to be going through stuff that we don't even know is available for our cars. And like I said, the beauty part about it, it's not only up to a detailer that'll be able to look after your vehicle. You'll be able to do it yourself at home. Basically, and look after it yourself. So we'll be able to put packages together for you and a whole lot of other stuff. And your tutorial videos, sorry, are here now for that as well. Okay, so she's still wet. I think we can put the protectant basically over
on the first one.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see when this whole guy is done. Okay, so the protectant, I see you got your, what do you call that again? Your pad?
It's my applicator.
Applicator. Sorry, I'm new to detailing, so I've got to learn.
So even this one as well.
Okay, so basically spray it onto the applicator. And just give it a nice moisturize.
So that side I won't go because it's still wet.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna just do this one. You see.
This here is the outcome of today's episode. The right hand side is clearly now the clean side. So we've done it up basically until the handbrake lever. The left hand side is the unclean side. Physically, I can see a big difference in the product, and it doesn't only just look clean, it looks freshened and alive. It smells good as well.
Okay, the product we use, I only use 3 products. I used interior cleaner for cleaning. So as my blacks were faded, I used my black restorer, plastic restorer. And then after applying my plastic restorer, and then I use my trim protectant, which is matte finish, just for protection, to protect the plastics. That's basically what we did on that part to make it look like that way.
Okay, so for this episode, I think that is it. I think this was a good episode. And guys, again, you guys need to let us know if you do know the Sonax products, or if you just want to inquire about if we have a product that you're looking for. Drop me a comment, let me know, and let me know more of what you guys want to see in the next videos. So that helps us plan our content as well, and it helps us show you guys also what you want and need to see. Having said that, okay, this is the end of this episode, and thank you, Matsepo.
Thank you for having us.
Not that it's gonna be our last episode. You know, we're gonna have much more. So I think we're gonna be dropping another one next week.
Okay.
I'll drop a short somewhere along the line, and I think stay tuned to see what we are going to showcase next week.
Next week.
All right, so again, leave us a comment that will help us to showcase what you want to see. Otherwise, we're going to use our discretion, and then you'll just have to wait for that.
They just have to let us know.
Or they just have to let us know. Anyway, guys, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. Obviously, comment. And we'll see you on the next one.